irreverent, oh, and really, really gay. To Off Limits, liberal, irreverent, oh, and really, really gay. You're listening to Off Limits.
That I think I am. Let's see. I think it's coming out now. Hopefully that's working. So let's see if it's working. I'm trying to figure this out. Sorry about that. Reload. What the hell's going on? For some reason, my mic isn't coming through. Oh, there it goes. We're good now. We're good now, I think. So, okay, sorry about that. Anyway, thanks for joining me tonight on the show. I appreciate it. We are doing Brain Purge show tonight. So if you want to call into the show, you can, of course, call in by calling 214-377-0481. And if you don't want to call in, then you can just listen in the chat room, or you can listen later on in the archive. So excuse me for being a little off my game on this. I'm still trying to set everything correctly and having issues. I had it set up right the other day. Perfect, no problem. But today, of course, I'm having an issue where I'm hearing everything twice. And I think it's just one of my settings. So I'm going to see if I can fix that. I think that fixed it. Okay. So anyway, once again, if you want to call in, you can use the number, the Off Limits show number through Skype, or you can use the number by calling 214-377-0481. So tonight I'm talking about whatever's on my mind, as usual, on Brain Purge shows, and several things I want to talk about that are happening in the news today, as well as just some random topics I had thought up earlier. And one of the things I wanted to talk about first, real quick, was the fact that there are in Russia right now. Russia, as you know, if you are gay, or if you're not gay, you may know that they have a lot of people there who are actually bullying people, gay teens especially. There's actually a group of terrorists in Russia these days who are actually going around and terrorizing gay people. They're killing them, they're beating them up, they're mauling them. They're doing all these horrible things. And there was one teen recently that was pictured in a picture by this group, and the group actually tweeted the picture out, and it has the two basically closeted homosexuals who were too afraid to admit that they're probably gay, who homophobic assholes, basically Russian assholes, have the gay guy on the floor, on his knees, with a dildo in his right hand, and his blood all over his hand and on his nipples. And anyway, apparently he has now died because he was bullied and tortured by this group of Russian skinheads. And this is something that is not the first time. This has been happening for a while there. But the fact that their president, Putin, is not actually helping the matter. He's actually going, he's the president of the country, and actually stating that they are not a country that will tolerate homosexuality in any fashion or form. And actually even stated that Madonna and Lady Gaga, who performed there last year, are persona non grata now in Russia, and should be arrested for crimes against the state for promoting homosexuality in Russia. And, this kind of bullshit is what's going on there, and people aren't doing shit about it, of course. They're just allowing to happen. And unfortunately, people are, the world is seeing this happen there. But their president sets the tone of the country, obviously. And the president has been basically saying that this is the way we want it. And so people are taking that cue, running with it, and basically saying, fuck you, to all the gay people, and saying that gay people don't have any rights there. Even the Olympians who are coming to the country soon aren't actually going to be safe, because there are many Olympians, especially figure skaters and acrobatic type people, whatever. What's it called when you do the parallel bars and stuff like that, those kind of people, and swimmers and whatever. There's gay people in every category probably in the Olympic Games. So when they have the Olympic Games later in the year, next year, they're going to be fearing for their lives because they're gay in a country that does not support them, does not defend them, does not protect them in any fashion or form. So unfortunately, this is what we're dealing with in Russia. Fortunately, I live in the United States of America, where we actually are, where we actually have freedoms here, and we don't have to worry about this kind of bullshit or this nonsense, where we actually can be ourselves and not worry about not being protected by our own government for that purpose. Now, obviously, we have a long way to go in some fashions here, in some fashion or form, but we obviously are not as repressed as Russia, or oppressed as Russians are, gay Russians are. So if what can we do about this? I don't know, but this is something that's continuing to happen in Russia. And Obama said today, or yesterday, said, quote, "I have no patience for countries that try to treat gays or lesbians or transgender persons in a way that intimidates them or is harmful to them. I think Putin and Russia have a big stake in making sure that the Olympics work. And I think that they understand that for most of the countries that participate in the Olympics, we wouldn't tolerate gays and lesbians being treated differently. They are athletes. They are there to compete. And if Russia wants to uphold the Olympic spirit, then every judgment should be made on the track or in the swimming pool or the balance beam. And people's sexual orientation shouldn't have anything to do with it." That's what our president said about this what's going on in Russia today. So hopefully he backs up his words and actually does somehow follow up what he's saying with action. But I don't really know what he can do about it, but it is what it is. So anyway, I'm just really disappointed that that's happening in this country. So tonight we're going to talk about several things. One thing we're going to talk about is manscaping, because I was watching this video of this guy on YouTube, or not YouTube, I got it tweeted to me or something on Facebook or something, where he's showing guys how to manscape. And so I want to talk about that. It was kind of funny. And then we're also going to talk about 30 ways to be happy. in life, because there are lots of things that I think people should understand about what it means to be happy. And, there's several articles about this online. There's a book about it, whatever, but we're going to go through those 30 ways and discuss them and talk about how you can apply that to your own life as well. And once again, if you want to call in, numbers 214-377-0481. And I'll be right back after this with those 30 ways, as well as manscaping and some other topics as well. I'll be right back.